So that's why you're going to see the Lord is going to tell Isaac, in this time period, don't go back into the land of Egypt. Don't do, because Isaac was the son of Abraham, so of course. To handle distressful situations. Okay? The same way his father said that, you have a beautiful wife. Best thing to do when you're traveling is to say that's your sister.
Just like our fathers, Abraham, let's go through trials and tribulations now at this time.
All things that Isaac and Abraham and Isaac went through, God was with them through those hard times, and had guided them and leaded them, responsible for all their success. Even that God inspired and used men to bring about different changes. And to the ones that was able to recognize that and realize that and give the acknowledgement back to God that it was God that made a big difference for his people in America. Very important to always point out when the Lord did something.
And always remember.
You can read that in Genesis chapter 20. When he left with Ishmael, and Isaac was born after he left. Isaac was born in the area that's called Beersheba, where Abraham went to when he left Abimelech. So Abimelech's son and Abraham's son would not have known each other the same way the story reads in Genesis chapter 26. They do not know each other. You can clearly see they never had interactions with one another. And the way the history reads, you also see that they didn't have interactions because Abraham left Gerar before Isaac was born. Do everybody understand that? All right, read on. Tell them where you at.
Verse 2.
Read.
And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt. Dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee.
Read on.
For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father.
Okay, so let me give you another precept just to go with the story. So when you're trying to explain it and when you're studying it, you'll have the history line to be able to go with it. Go to the book of Genesis chapter 20. And we're going to read the first verse. Genesis chapter 20, verses 1. Read that for me, please.
And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, She is my sister. And Abimelech king of Gerar sent.
Okay, so this is the elder Abimelech, the first Abimelech. Do everybody understand that? Most scholars understand that this can't be the same person because of the time, just the time period. What I'm giving y'all is I'm giving you the biblical scriptures to be able to go and show that this is not the same person. Do everybody understand that? Read on.
And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, She is my sister. And Abimelech king of Gerar sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night.
Go ahead.
And said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man. For the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife.
Okay, she is a man's wife. Read on.
But Abimelech had not come near her.
Abimelech did what?
Had not come near her.
Read on.
And he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation?
So you see that this king or this people was righteous, right? Right? Is that a speculation or is that the mind of this king? that he thought he had a righteous people with him. Everybody understand that? So, but basically what he was saying is, I did nothing wrong. You know, I didn't touch it. At this time. And Abimelech took her for himself. Now, the difference, another big point in this story is that the Lord had came to Abraham and told him within the next year, you're going to have a son that's going to come from Sarah. So that means a year later, she had to be pregnant. She had to already deliver Isaac. Do everybody understand that? So now if Abimelech went and slept with her, that was the devil. Everybody see that, right? Right? They were like, that's the son of the Canaanite. Yeah. The Lord said, you come anywhere near that woman, you a dead man. Everybody understand that? The only one that was going to be dealing with Sarah was who? Because the Lord told Abraham that son that's coming, there ain't going to be no controversy. There ain't going to be no more reproach, okay? Ain't going to be no DNA test on who's the father. You was in Abimelech bed before you gave him. What you was doing with Abimelech? You expect me to believe he didn't touch thee? Now the Lord made sure. Everybody understand that? He put Abimelech right to sleep, okay? Abimelech was getting ready. You better gave him a dream. You a dead man. That's the wife of a prophet, you know. So again, he spoke as if he was like that. They did to Jacob, to Dana, and just take her, okay? Rape her, okay? He said, no, they didn't, okay? That was rape. So the son knew that his people was no damn good, okay? But the father, he was naive like that. He thought he was dealing with a righteous people. Read that again. Tell him what verse you in.
Verse 4.
Read.
But Abimelech had not come near her.
Abimelech, no. Read verse 5. Read verse 3.
But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night.
God came to Abimelech in a dream by night. Read on.
And said to him,
read on.
Behold, thou art but a dead man.
What did God say to him?
Thou art but a dead man.
Read it one more time.
Thou art but a dead man.
Read it again.
Thou art but a dead man.
When you read the chapters of 4, you're going to see that the Lord had prophesied that Isaac would be coming through Sarah in her old age. Abraham, that's what gives you the age of Abraham, and that's what lets you know how much time actually went by. Okay, which was approximately 100 years when Isaac was dealing with this other Abimelech. Do everybody understand that? Good. Everybody got that? Because Abraham was 100 years old when Isaac was born. Read on.
For the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife.
Go ahead.
But Abimelech had not come near her.
Read on.
And he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation?
Read on.
Said he not unto me, she is my sister.
Read on.
And she, even she herself said, he is my brother.
And they wasn't lying. They was using wisdom. Okay, everybody understand that? And what they were saying was the truth. Do everybody got that? Everybody got it. Read on.
In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands,
read on,
have I done this.
Read on.
And God said unto him,
go ahead,
in a dream, yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart.
He said, I know you wasn't trying to commit adultery. I get that part. Read on.
For I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
That's why I knocked you out while you was putting your cologne on, okay? He ain't just fall asleep, brothers, okay? Like some brothers do, yeah. Those of you that have ears to hear, I see a young man looking at me confused, yeah. God put that man out, okay? Okay, because Isaac was... Makes sense, don't it? When you know the Bible. Makes sense, don't it? Fills in all the blanks, don't it? Read on.
Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her.
Go ahead.
Now therefore restore the man his wife.
Read it again.
Now therefore, restore the man his wife.
What verse you in?
Verse 7.
Read it again.
Now therefore, restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die.
Read on.
Thou and all that are thine.
Okay, what chapter you in?
Genesis chapter 20.
Okay, verse what?
Verse 7.
Read on.
Now therefore, restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine.
Okay, everybody was going to die, okay, because they was wicked. Okay, everybody got that? Read on.
Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning, and called all his servants, and told all these things in their ears.
Go ahead.
And the men were sore afraid.
Read on.
Then Abimelech called Abraham, and said unto him, What hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee?